is a tool. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning. I'm vengeance. What's black and blue and dead all over? You take it. I got you! I got you!
Hello everyone, welcome to the very first, or technically second episode of Garbage Take. We did another one of these last time during the Spider-Man movie that came out, but now we're doing it on Batman, and we're renaming it Garbage Take.
Are you good?
No.
It's called Garbage Take.
Garbage Take.
Welcome everybody to Garbage Take.
Thank you.
Oh, let me
Bro,
do my take.
I usually go to bed around this time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Garbage Take. We are your three hosts for the evening or night. Me, Markeith Black. On the right to me, Peter. And down below, no homo, Jack, aka Sinister Sheep.
I'm actually not wearing socks, so I guess I am gay.
Oh,
AKA the
God damn it.
true bottom.
Power bottom.
That's what
Excuse
power.
you.
That's what bottoms like themselves.
Okay, let's not go.
But yeah,
there.
we're all kind of nocturnal animals right now. So yeah, because
Because Batman.
Batman.
Yes, we've all seen the Batman. You just said you came back no less than an hour ago as of recording this podcast, right?
From my second viewing, and it's so much better than opening night, because opening night, like, I was still invested, but like, you know, with huge crowds, like, I went on Friday, so like huge crowds, and like people were so annoying. Like, one dude, or I'm assuming it's a dude, had a laser pointer, and like from time to time, like not even in like consistent increments, would just like point a laser pointer at the fucking screen for no reason. And I was just like, I fucking get, like, you could tell they were high schooler kids or whatever. And the kid in the back, like, after they showed like a little preview, like DC in 2022, and for the rest of the movie, he's like, yo, DC is so trash. This is so trash. This is so boring. And I just wanted to like fucking strangle him, like Falcone did to that Russian girl.
Yo, spoilers, Jesus Christ! All right, just jump.
Yeah,
This
right
is
in.
a spoiler. Yeah, this is a
Also,
spoiler review.
like, this is why theaters are dying in my eyes, bro. I would rather watch Dune in my house than go to a movie theater.
I kind of understand it now, but like
this, like, y'all were like, you fucking idiot. Why didn't you see Dune in
I
theater?
only understand it from the
I don't
audience
have
point
to,
of view.
Because I don't have to fucking worry about a dickhead being like,
Well, it's
get this movie. What the
It's
fuck am I
different. It's
watching? Why is there a sandworm? And why am I sexually attracted to it? Like, shut up. Shut up.
It depends on like the audience, because like with superhero movies and stuff, you know you're gonna get those rowdy teens. It's a Star Wars movie, you know you're gonna get those rowdy teens. With like Dune or something like that, like there will be that, but not as much. And plus, it's just way better on IMAX screen. Like, Jesus Christ. I saw it standard, both showings of the Batman.
Actually,
but
opportunity missed. I'm not even kidding.
Come on.
I saw it in
Yeah.
IMAX last night. It was really good.
Come on.
Yeah, I might. My girlfriend offered to take me to see it this weekend, so I might take her up on that if it's IMAX.
I saw it on Dolby.
That's what I wanted
Yeah.
to see it in. I
Which
bet
is-
that movie
which
looks
is
so
better.
fucking good. Dolby,
Well, it's too
Dolby
different,
is
right?
infinite. Dolby is more 4K.
Yeah.
Better surround sound. IMAX is just
Big screen.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like,
Actually,
it's
funny.
2K,
Oh,
I believe. It's 2K, whereas Adobe is 4K and better color optimization.
Yeah.
Whereas IMAX
Funny
is more bigger screen.
think you should mention IMAX because before IMAX was like that common of a thing, The Dark Knight had 2 of the 4 existing IMAX cameras on set, and during the Joker chase scene where the Joker's in that huge truck with the guns or whatever, and he's shooting at the Batmobile, I guess they didn't fasten the camera quite enough, and it's $1 million camera, and it fucking broke. So like they were like, all right,
Wow.
there's only 3 in existence now.
God, I wish I had the balls to break that camera.
I
That camera
feel
assistant
so
lost their
bad
job.
for the PA. Or
Yeah,
whoever.
the camera, the
Fucking-
the
Oh.
camera assistant probably lost their job
Yeah.
and is never
For sure.
working in Hollywood again.
No. Yep. One fuck
Well,
helping here.
yeah. Dropped up $1 million camera. The fuck you doing, bro?
Markeith has no remorse. Markeith, he doesn't feel this thing called empathy. Like it's odd, you know. It's almost like sociopathic, kind of like the Riddler in this movie. You know, he doesn't.
You should not be talking.
It's as long as his goals are reached.
You
like-
should not
like,
be talking.
Why won't you let me finish my genius analysis?
Oh,
of
so
your
you're
behavior?
getting mad now that I'm interrupting you. Oh my
Like how
god.
Peter's just viewing this from an outsider.
Oh my god, look at that.
Oh, I
How
know.
the tables
Oh, I know.
have fucking turned because your bitch ass is getting your
Turns
feelings
have
hurt.
tabled.
And look at that. Now you're just interrupting me. Now you fucking prick.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so that was
Leave me for
my
Robert
first
Pattinson.
theater experience, whatever. And then today I saw it at like a 3:30, and there were only like 4 people in there, and it was just like such better experience. It was like I could actually focus on the movie and stuff. Like I still got the general points when I first saw it, and I still thought it was amazing. And then but like that second view was just way better. Like it was good. But yeah, that's my theater going experience. Did anyone else have any troubling theater experiences, or just me?
Oh my fucking god, these little brat ass, bitch ass teenagers right next to me were like some fucking barbaric savages. Like they just came straight from fucking 50 BC, shitting on themselves and like throwing them at fucking dinosaurs. Not saying they were throwing shit. They weren't throwing things, but they were just rowdy. And then like literally the first 15 minutes of it were like ruined for me because not only those teens,
Same.
but then you have these motherfuckers that are coming in late for the movie and they decided to just like turn their fucking brightness fucking flashlight all the way up. Like, and I'm just like, first off, why the
Shot
fuck
on
are
sight. Shot
Why-
on sight.
whoa. I'm not advocating for
Wow,
violence.
JJ's
Amongst
really
you.
just putting on the fucking. Like,
I'm
showing
in
his
the
true
Batman
colors tonight.
mood.
Don't you
I'm
think-
in the Batman mood.
don't you
All I
think,
want is
Markeith?
vengeance.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wow, like I'm not. So I just want to
Vengeance.
point out I'm not going to exterminate anyone. All right.
All right.
I'm
It
not
was a
the only
joke.
one.
I was being hyperbolic. Jesus.
I
Christ.
can't
you
I
weren't.
can't say
No,
the
you
same
I'm
for
tired. I
No, you
should have
weren't.
drinking a Red Bull. Oh my god.
I can't say the same though for Jack here. He might murder someone.
Shut up.
allegedly.
Shut your whore face up. All right.
Oh, so now it's
Peter.
I wasn't finished with my story.
Yeah,
I
please
don't care.
continue, Markeith. Please
you
continue,
fucking
Markeith.
asshole.
Please continue. Markeith.
Can we get into the
They were
movie
shining.
sometime
They were
soon?
shining. They were shining their crazy
15
flashlights.
minutes in and we haven't even talked about the movie.
Shut
Okay,
up,
well,
JJ.
Whose fault is that? Interrupting my ass. Rude. So anyway, so I had these motherfuckers come in, right? And they just shining their fucking flashlight everywhere. And it's like, okay, first off, why are you even coming late to this shit? Like, did you not know what you were signing up for? Secondly, okay, you lost the lights to the seats. Now time to be not an asshole and just check what row you're on and then count. Like, I don't like.
Yeah, just, and
So
at, that,
wait,
point,
are
at
they-
that point, just sit in a seat.
Are they
Mhm.
numbered for you, or are they like alphabetical?
Yeah, the Adobe is also numbered.
And numbered and row name, number and lettered. So yeah, there was that. And then yeah, literally, like I said before, the first 15 minutes, like spoiler alerts, Riddler, like murdering the mayor, ruined. The Batman looking into the shadows, ruined. Fucking Batman saving saving that poor Asian guy's life, ruined. So
this is the beginning of the movie, the subway.
It was
in that same scene. Okay.
yes, ruined.
Yeah, because that's such a good shot too in the beginning.
Saw the movie, my ass, dude. Didn't even remember who he saved. Oh.
I didn't really pay attention to the.
Yeah, you didn't pay attention to the minority being saved.
Because I don't see color. Super woke. No,
that's
but
an extremely conservative talking point, JJ. Love you.
Oh, is it? Oh, whoops.
Yes.
Well, actually,
yes,
we could get
yes.
Ben Shapiro on to review the Batman.
Oh yeah, I got him on speed dial. Just give me 1 second. Let me call him up.
Hold on. Here goes.
Let me call Benny S and ask him how his sister's doing. Since I know how much he loves his sister.
His sister has big mommy milkers.
I've been looking at this picture of my sister for hours. I can't stop looking at it. I was like, shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up.
Like, I think it was, what was it, yesterday, Markeith? In the group chat, we were sending our Ben Shapiro impressions of reviewing the Batman. And one of them, I was just like, so Catwoman plays a equal part in this movie along with the Batman. She is a woman. This movie implies that men and women are on equal grounds. That should not be the case. And I just went off like that. And then Markeith did a couple. And me and Markeith are the only fun ones in that group chat.
Markeith and I.
Oh my god. Alright.
So my movie theater experience was fine. I was the one making crack jokes throughout the movie to my brother. I was like,
fuck you.
That first opening scene, I was like, wow, what a pervert. And my brother laughed. And then when Batman does it at the, when he's doing it to Catwoman, I was like, even Bruce Wayne's a pervert? Wow. Like, really quietly. I wasn't saying it loud. I wasn't doing anything. I was just really
even
quiet
still, when I'm watching a movie, I'm like, please don't fucking talk to me right now.
Nah, when it comes to me and my brother, like, we'll ask, like, especially when we're with each other in the comfort of our own home, we usually, like, make jokes or talk about the movie while we're watching it.
The only exception was when I went to see Dragon Ball Broly, because everyone was just like, this is the hype shit. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I made some, I laughed a lot during the movie at spots where you shouldn't have been laughing.
I hate you. I hate those.
like when Batman fucking eats shit while flying on his glider, I was laughing so fucking hard, dude.
Yeah.
When his Batmobile didn't start off, I started laughing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's great. This Batman sucks. Like, he's not good at his job, man. He's bad at his job. I understand it's the second year in, but still, it's like, damn, dog, you don't know Spanish, dumbass? Come on.
Am I the only one that knows La or El? Hola Español.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? He's even like, I was like, I think that's one of my favorite parts of the movie is like the comedy in it. It's like it's making fun, like not making fun of, but it's like playing on the fact that like, yes, this is his like second run in, but he's putting on this facade of being this like all-knowing vengeance badass when in reality he has no fucking clue what he's doing.
Yeah, he
just happens to be smart.
He's trying to get to that level, and he's trying to portray that he is at that level, but he clearly is out of his realm. Like, the whole point of going after Penguin is just kind of useless when they realize that the riddle was like a URL. So, like, that whole chasing and everything was pretty much pointless.
Yeah,
all those people
could scream at things.
So
all the destruction, all the destruction.
And Batman does kill it. I mean, not like I don't think they meant for you to think that he was killing. Like, I don't think the movie wanted to portray that. But on that highway, when those trucks exploded, the truckers didn't get away safely. But that's like very, very nitpicky. Like, that's like not even.
Nah, Batman caught some bodies that night.
He did.
I will say there was actually there was a scene at the end of the movie where they're fighting all the Riddler like fucking
goons. Yeah.
Yeah, like he like grabbed one of them and like, put him in
he
front
tossed
of him
him, right?
and get shot. No, they were all hooked to harnesses, so they didn't fall down.
Oh, that's right.
But like I think he used one as like a body shield. I don't remember that.
He
grabbed. He was like he was like holding on to somebody. Some guy shot. The dude just went limp, like when he fucking fell off. Yeah, a couple of guys were like that.
Yeah, they probably have body armor.
No, it probably the one they're referring to is like when there's like two of them that are about to shoot at him, and then he's like, "Oh fuck that," and he dodges, and then like they shoot at each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but at the same time, though, like he didn't kill them. Like obviously they killed themselves because he shot them. So like
I don't have to save you.
Yeah, exactly. It was like
you shoot yourself.
I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm not gonna save you. Like there you go. Like boom. Like
for Batman Begins, I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you either.
But yeah,
or you're fucking killing me.
That was like my favorite part of the whole movie. Was like, dude, Batman. You're bad at your job, man. Like how do you like?
Yeah.
The Riddler's like, bro, did I really overestimate you, dog? Like,
oh my god, when he's grilling him, it's like, oh, I thought you were way smarter.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You didn't figure out the final goddamn clue. Batman's like, fucking no.
No one decided to look under the fucking carpet.
What do you mean, you fucking idiot?
Like for real,
Imbecile.
I'm Bruce Wayne.
Like he'll walk over really stoically to like a little blood mark on the floor and be like, "That's important." But motherfucker won't take a minute to look under the fucking carpet and be like, "I wonder what this is."
Like he only knew to do that when like the officer guy was like, "Oh yeah, that's a carpeting tool. My uncle knows that." And Batman was like I was wondering what Robert Pattinson, if that officer didn't come in, if he would just be like, all right, I guess I gotta read all of these notebooks like while the explosions are going on. Hold on, there's gotta be a clue somewhere.
Something has to be happening right now. I don't know what.
No, but these are all nitpicks. But like I genuinely enjoyed this. It's probably like it's too soon to call it my favorite Batman film, but I think it's like a close second. Like it is genuinely it's the most comic book accurate, but also its own thing at the same time. Like this Gotham in a Batman movie is like the best Gotham we've ever seen. Like the Dark Knight is just like Gotham is, hey, it's Chicago. And it's like that's not Gotham. And like Tim Burton's Gotham is like very like overly stylized, which is cool and stuff like that. But like this Gotham felt like a mixture of like New York City and still had like Tim Burton gothy feel, like that the Wayne Manor or
I was good. His like
whatever
tower.
like
yeah,
looks very like gothic and stuff like that.
I straight up was like when like he got out of his room or whatever, or out of like the Batcave and went up into the room. I was like, what the fuck? I like look at my brother. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Why is this like a fucking like vampire mansion, dude? What the fuck is this? Why? What's with all like this Game of Thrones shit? I've also been reading a lot of Vinland Saga right now, so like, it also kind of reminded me of like, the structures there. So I'm just like, what the fuck am I looking at, bro? This isn't a mansion. This is like some sort of like Dracula shit. But it kind of makes sense. It's like he's like kind of like a recluse in this entire movie. So like the nice gothic architecture really works with the idea that like Bruce Wayne's kind of like, hey guys, I don't like going outside.
Yeah, this Bruce Wayne is very kind of it's a different iteration that I haven't seen, at least in the comics, that often, where he's a lot more reclusive, whereas like the Bruce Wayne in the comics and stuff is reclusive in a way, but will still make public experiences and dress up and look all dapper and stuff like that. He doesn't, however, buy an entire hotel and let his hookers like swim in a pool or whenever. Like, was that Rises or was that The Dark Knight? I forget.
Dark
Or it's just
Knight.
like, oh, I just bought the entire thing. I'm Bruce Wayne and rich. Kind of thing. Where it's like, this one is just like literally listen to 3 Days Grace while clutching a pillow, probably.
Yeah.
I like that detail though, because it's like, again, this is like year 2 Batman. So like he still is probably trying to get a grip on like playing between billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne and, well, in this point just billionaire, with that. He was no fucking playboy at all in that. But like, yeah, like just what's it called, trying to like grapple between like playing those 2 roles. I forgot where I heard it from, but it was like this Bruce Wayne is kind of like more or less like sociopathic, because it's like, how can you like be a man of like justice and, you know, this person of the night, but then easily just switch up to like this billionaire playboy. I bought the hotel for my bitches. Like,
yeah, I like even when it first started, when like he's like, Alfred, you're not my father. I'm like, oh, he's just gonna be like a little shit this whole time. But then like he's not, and like you kind of slowly realize like, oh, this is like young Bruce Wayne. Like he appreciates Alfred, but he doesn't like, he's not eternally grateful to Alfred yet. Like in the other movies, like, Alfred, you're like my highest priority. He's just like, Alfred, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like even Alfred just like takes the puzzle and shit. He's like, I'm gonna try to figure this out by myself because clearly you're of no help. And then like after I guess their boardroom meeting or whatever the fuck, then like which I thought was clever, was just like, oh, take out all the words except for the ones that were in the letter or whatever, and then the thing spells drive. I thought that was pretty cool. The writing is really tight and well structured, like with like how everything is revealed and when it's revealed and stuff like that. And I even like how like this is a detective story and like Batman doesn't have all the answers. Like he visited like the Iceberg Lounge like 3 separate times in this whole movie, and I love how like it's such early Batman that he doesn't like think to like go in the back way. Like the first time he goes, he's in full Batman suit. He's just knocking at the door like, hey, I want to see Penguin. And the bodyguards and twins are just like, what? Okay.
yeah, why don't you just fucking arrest this dude, jackass? Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. I agree.
I love that he just enters the front door, because like in all the other Batman iterations we've ever seen, he's like, I have an extra plan and I'm gonna go in through the back. Whereas she's just like, hey, I have questions.
Yeah, it's really
like, it's funny. I love like not developed yet Batman, because like we've seen it to death. Like Batman's like, I have the extra plan, I have the extra advantage. Some might say it's tired and stuff. There's a place for it, but like in this universe, this is his first real attempt at establishing himself as Batman. Like I think it's actually really great. I can already see the complaints like, oh, this isn't Ben Affleck Batman where he's like super cool and like like he like gets punched all the time. I loved when he got punched. When like the Riddler, when they're on that scaffolding thing and like they grab his cape and they're about to pull him off, I'm like, all right, they addressed the cape situation. You know what I mean? Because like first thing I would think of as a goon is like, I'm gonna grab that fucking cape.
Yeah, they really make it. No, Markeith, you go.
Oh no, I was just saying yes to fill the silence.
I was gonna say like, yeah, it just going kind of just bring it all full circle. Like this Batman, this Robert Pattinson version of Batman, just is figuring out who he wants to be, and that's the central theme of the movie. Where it's like with the Riddler at the end of the movie is like, I did this for you, Batman, so we could do this as a team. And Batman's
so we
like,
could do this as a couple.
Batman's like, the fuck, you're crazy, dude. I wasn't trying to help you at all. It's like,
I love how this Batman is so emotional, where he's like, "You're gonna die alone in here." And it's like,
yeah, he goes off, dude. He's like, "Yeah, no one's gonna remember you. You're gonna be forgotten.
You're gonna die. You're gonna be alone. You're gonna be forgotten." Well, at least I knew about the fucking final clue, you dumb fuck.
At least I knew the final clue was easy to find, dipshit. Like, come on, like. Because, like,
Don't you know your L's and your laws? I skipped Spanish 1.
Yeah.
I swear to...
Like, it's really silly that, like, you know, he's thinking the whole time, like, because the whole movie, Batman's thinking he's solving the crime when he's just helping the Riddler, and that's what I thought was cool too. It's like, even the Riddler was like, "But you did everything for me. Like, what do you mean you didn't want to help me?" And he's like, "What are you talking about? I did all this to stop you." He's like, "You did everything I wanted."
Like,
Yeah.
I'm in prison right now. What, you thought you brought me to prison? No, the fuck you didn't.
Like, I went to a cafe and I had some coffee and I was waiting for
I was gonna get some pie, but y'all motherfuckers came too late.
Y'all came a little too early, I guess. And
Yo, wait, can I get a piece of the apple pie? Wait, can I say,
yeah. Batman's just in there, like, thinking about it. He's like, damn, he really fails. Like, everyone he's supposed to save dies.
Mm-hmm.
The city gets blown up, and it's flooded. And
Batman kind of loses in this, in a way.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you
like,
truly think about it.
He's
like
even though
he's flooded, he didn't solve the puzzle in time. He's just trying to fix what's happening.
Now just gotta
the ramifications.
he's now just got to fix. He's got to deal with the fact that he failed, and he has to help the city now.
He's the reason why, like, a black woman got shot. So, like, if you kind of think about it,
kind of a racist. Batman is. Batman
like,
is
it seems
racist.
he's very pro inequality, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, he sounds like a rich guy. Okay, all right. Well, no, I'll address that later. Bro.
I'll save him. Oh god. Oh jeez.
I always thought that was really funny. Like, nobody was grabbing his hand. Like, his hand out. He's like, "I'm gonna save you," and the only one that's like, the little kid is like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here." Grabbing Batman's hand.
Everyone else is like, well, if the kid thinks it's good, then I guess.
Yeah, if the kid who just lost his dad thinks it's okay, I guess I'll think it's okay too.
But
it's Batman's fault.
Yeah, it's exactly Batman's fault. But that like whole idea is like Batman, like, he's failing because the ideology he was walking with was a bad one, was a flawed one, which was vengeance is like in fear and anger and all that is what drove the Riddler to do what he did.
Yeah, with the Riddler goon, and they're like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm vengeance." And then, like, Batman's just like, "Oh."
Well, I mean, with just the Riddler in general, Riddler's like, "I listened to you, and like your vengeance thing, like I wanted to do that," and he's like, "That's not my point. It's to save lives." And it's like, you do know that, like, vengeance is about, like, killing and, like, destruction, right? And he's like, no, I'm super smart. I know the difference between hell and law.
I love, and this kind of made me chuckle when, like, they enter the password real change or a real time for change or whatever to unlock that final YouTube video or whatever. He's like, "Hey guys, so we just reached like 500 subscribers."
Oh yeah, I was laughing. I looked at my sister because she was there too, and I was like, "Yo, Logan Paul's apology video, bro." like straight up, like,
to that,
"Yo guys, thanks for joining up on my next Riddler vid. Like, what's going on, Riddler? What's going on, Riddle gang?"
With the DEA guy, when you know, he drives into the building and like he explodes or whatever, and like the comments, I was just kind of peeping at those. So there were like hearts and shit, and I was like, what? Like, "We love you, King. Yes, go off."
Thoughts and prayers to the DEA.
Yo, guys, I had a serious lapse in my judgment there. I thought killing the DA was the right call, but I don't know. I should have just killed the Batman instead. Yeah. Like, it was just, that was so good. Because, like, my sister was laughing, I was laughing, my brother was laughing. It's like, bro, he's a Twitch streamer. This is fucking, like, he's
it's fucking Hudson. Like, guys, you're gonna get banned if you don't.
Yeah,
but like,
I'm surprised. You know, I was surprised though at the very end of that Twitch stream, he wasn't like, "Oh, BT Dubs, guys, if you ever want to fight the Batman, he's Bruce Wayne."
No, he didn't. He didn't. I thought that was so funny at the end of the movie that, like, you just kept like going like, Bruce Wayne. We could have beat the shit out of him, right, man? We could have murked that guy's ass. And Batman, like, the whole time he's like, talk about me. He knows who I am. And then he's like, I don't know who the fuck you are, but let's fucking kill Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and I'm just surprised. Like, you just saw like Robert Pattinson's face, and the mask is like, okay, no one's here. I can technically kill him. No, and like,
I technically didn't use a gun. But I gotta say, I really love this Batman costume design. The more I look at it, like, I kind of fuck with the collar a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very reminiscent of actually Gotham by Gaslight, but not as over exaggerated. Or I think Batman Echo had a similar design. Like, I fuck with the collar. I still don't know on the gauntlets what those like things are. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like
I think those were like
the metal poles or whatever.
Like tranquilizers or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But it looks dope. It looks like really homemade and like garagey, you know what I mean? Like he made it in a garage kind of thing, and not like the Ben Affleck one where it's like super fucking, ooh, I got fucking lasers up in this bitch or whatever. Like it looks like like a late 20-year-old just made it out of whatever he had lying around, and I kind of really like that. And I do like the a lot of people always want the white-eyed Batman. So in the comics, Batman has like the white eyes, so you don't see his actual eyes or whatever. But like, I kind of dig the real eyes look, especially in this version of Batman, because you get to feel like his sense of fear and stuff like that kind of thing. You get to actually see him emote, where it's a little bit harder with the just the whiteout things.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I was about to say, like, that was just. I mean, at least with the I saw with the wide eye like live actions, it's like,
yeah, I don't think it works. Not like Spider-Man, where it completely works because that suit can animate.
Imagine
like
fucking Spider-Man with like the red paint in the real eye.
I am the web. Dun dun dun. Also, the music in this is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so good. I love his theme, like the Batman theme. I love the Catwoman theme. I love the Riddler theme. They all like just work really well. And like every time you hear it, it's like you know shit's about to happen with each scene. And
they even
great.
I love it when the Riddler, like when he's in Arkham Asylum and he's singing Ave Maria, and then when Batman figures out that clue when he lifts the carpet, they play their own kind of like, it's mixed with the Batman version and Ave Maria. I was just like, that's just cool. I don't know what Ave Maria is about. Maybe like it plays some significance.
It's about some
like,
chick named Maria. What the fuck? Like, how you not know that?
I don't fucking know if there's any deeper meaning to it or something.
Well, someone clearly hasn't taken Latin.
But no, what the fuck? I can't even learn Spanish. You think I took fucking Latin? But like, yeah, that Riddler reveal at the very beginning of the movie where he's just standing there, like, oh my god, that was done so well. And there was even some like elements of Saw in there, like for a PG-13 film, like the Riddler traps were kind of fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta go for a lot. Like the thumb drive one, I'm like, really?
Like this is a rated R Batman, not the Zack Snyder shit. Like just because, oh look, when I punched him, there was a little bit of blood on the wall. Like this
4x3.
I actually thought that was also another good piece of comedy, just being like the whole time Batman's like, yo, thumb drive, get it? Haha. Haha, get it, Gordon?
I thought that was
Gordon, get it?
Gordon's
like, I fucking get it, man.
Yo, can you just imagine the Riddler just chopping off his thumb like, yo, this thumb drive joke is gonna fucking kill him.
yo, Batman's gonna fucking ruffle so much.
He's
like, oh my god, Bruce is gonna love this joke.
I actually want to dial back real quick to the costume, because I feel like there's like just such an essential part to the costume that like you haven't brought up, which is his boots. They sound like fucking cowboy boots, like whenever like a cowboy guy like walks in like a bar or something and he's like intimidating, like every time you hear his boots, like, you know, like shit, like he's in control. Like, you don't need to know like what he's thinking, what he's gonna do. You just know Batman's fucking there. His boots are doing all the fucking talking and all the walking, bro.
The sound design is really, really good in this movie as well. Like whenever he grapples anything, his boots, whenever he emerges from the shadows, you know, explosive. Like the sound design in this, the Foley work, whatever they did, like really fucking top notch job.
What I really fucked with, this was most prevalent in the club scene, or like the first time he goes to the iceberg. And he what's it called, and he's like fighting the twins for the first time, and you just feel like the punches have like some sub bass in them, and I felt it in my chin. I was like, ooh.
A lot of people like have taken screenshots and just put like the Arkham Combat like counter symbol on top of it. And I'm like, this literally actually feels like the Arkham games. I love that one
I'm
part.
just as bad as Batman playing
where like I remember that one part where he's on like the stairwell and the dude's pointing a gun at him, and like Batman has a bat from the other dude he beat, and they just throws it at him. He just fucking chucks it at him. Like that was so fucking great.
Oh, bitch, that stinged.
Yeah. What'd you guys think of Colin Farrell as Penguin? I think he nailed it. I loved his performance.
He nailed it.
Because he's not like super grotesque like the Danny DeVito one, although bless the Lord, Danny DeVito. No, bless him.
I know, he's not dead.
But no, I'm just praying to my God, Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, bro.
But yeah, Colin Farrell's like, I love how like this Gotham, like there's a little bit of a New York accent to everyone. Like even like Catwoman kind of has that kind of tinge to it. The police officers kind of have that tinge to it, and then like Penguin just goes all the way in it. Like he goes, "Take it easy, sweetheart."
No, the police also do too, man. Everyone in this, everyone.
You son of a bitch.
Yo, this guy's a real fucking freak. All right,
hey, yo,
all right, Chief.
He calls Riddler pencil neck at one point. He's like, "I get a pencil neck." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I love it. They all look like these fucking 80s fucking cartoons too. Like all the police officers have the fucking giant puffy mustache. I'm like,
especially
so
I think he's the commissioner in that. You know, when they're all in that when Batman's surrounded by all those cops and the guy's just like, Gordon, are you gonna really like? I was like,
Gordon,
are you really
gonna let this gabagool in here or something? What are you doing, Gordon?
Exactly, especially in the beginning where Pete, I guess the dude who gets the rat cage on his head or whatever, comes in and he's like, Gordon, what's he doing in my goddamn crime scene?
Get him the fuck out of here.
I want him out of here.
I want him out of here, Gordon.
But that's Gotham. It's not Chicago.
If I see this
like,
bat fuck one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Who let this fucking...
how you doing there, Dracula Jr.?
Who let this fucking Stromboli in here, alright? This ain't fucking Brooklyn, alright? This is fucking Gotham City, bro.
I fuck with that they don't really call him Batman that much. I mean, they do, like, when the Riddler writes notes to him and stuff, and he even refers to himself as Batman, but, like, they just kind of make fun of him. It was like, oh, what's good, vengeance? Like, it's kind of like a backhanded insult, like, yo, how you doing, vengeance? It's like...
So like Batman, was your mother a bat or something? Your parents were into bestiality or something, whatnot? Like, are you like half man, half bat, or are you just like some deranged lunatic just running around in a bat costume?
Yeah.
Yo, even Robert Pattinson had a little bit of an accent too.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It was there.
Yeah, he's like, you ain't gotta tell me nothing, Alfred, you bitch. And then Alfred's like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Yo, Alfred, yo, fuck your life, boy.
Bang bang. Will you see these bats in your yard? That's dated now, damn it. But what else? I do like the Riddler's performance though, because like a lot of the times, at least in the comics, like if we want to actually be serious, like Jim Carrey's portrayal of the Riddler while the costume's not there, like that was very reminiscent of Riddler back in the days or whatever. People have tried to make Riddler like super serial, and it hasn't really worked out. Like the closest the Riddler has come to like threatening, but like still the Riddler has been Scott Snyder's Year Zero, where it's like the New 52's origin story for Batman, which this heavily, like the whole flooding of Gotham thing is ripped directly from that storyline. But like I kind of liked how like this Riddler was basically Zodiac, and like very actually I like the performance. I could see where it gets a little over exaggerated, where like he's whispering and like your light, like that's a little like it's a little much, but like I still thought he was pretty chilling, with the one exception of the Ave Maria singing scene. I thought that was a little corny.
Really?
Yeah, like he's just like just singing to him Ave Maria, like I don't know. That one was a little much, but like
someone doesn't get the idea of
crazy.
Where it peaked for me was like when he's talking to the DEA guy on the phone, and he's like, "Yes, you're correct. Good job. Now tell." Like that whole scene was like really, really good. I like the majority of his scenes are on the phone, actually. Like if you really think about it,
TikTok star, dude. He was on
that's
TikTok.
what I'm saying. He was a streamer.
He was doing TikTok live, bro.
Yo, he had like 30 years of practice, you know, like just playing with his phone and got them orphanage. Like,
Yeah,
and
dude,
doing
he's been
puzzles.
watching PewDiePie. He's been watching PewDiePie. He's like, I want to be just like him.
Riddler's whole plan was based on the word of 4chan users, so you know.
No, those were fucking like 8chan users, dude.
8chan, yeah, fucking 12channers if they're even is a thing.
Hey guys, welcome, special guest Joe. You're still recording? I've definitely still recording.
Hi, Joe.
Joe, give the audience what are your thoughts on Batman since you saw it? Please say it in the mic. Don't take it so fucking slow, dude. We don't got all day.
God damn. Okay. There's a few things that I like nitpicked about. I can think of like. Let me see. Fuck, now you got me on the spot.
Yo,
oh,
you think my
live in
jokes
that
were funny?
fucking apartment. Like, what the fuck is that?
Huh?
I live in an apartment.
What?
Bruce Wayne lives in an apartment.
Oh,
not
Bruce
a
Wayne.
fucking mansion.
Yeah.
It's
No,
a
Did I-
New York
did I tell you-
mansion.
I thought it was. I was like, dude, this is
Castle,
weird as
too.
shit, right?
Yeah.
Do you think my JJ was making? He said that I was bad in terms of talking during the movie.
Oh,
Did
no.
you think I was? Did you think I was
Me
bad?
and Peter were going back and forth. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because there wasn't really a lot of people, so we didn't really give a shit.
Like I was making jokes like, man, I can't believe Bruce Wayne's a pervert.
Okay, well, I missed that one. What the
No, or
because
like
of when he was
the
spying
Riddler.
on-
The Riddler.
Yeah,
when
what
he's
the
looking
fuck,
through
Peter?
Looking through the fucking binocular, he's like, zooming on
He
my
was
kid.
creeping on. He was
Yeah.
creeping on
There's
Catwoman for a little
I like
bit.
the Riddler though. The Riddler was probably, I think that was the best villain they probably could have started off with though.
Mhm.
Like, they like if because
You think there'll be more movies?
well they left for the cliffhanger. If it's another great movie, or I don't want to say great, another movie that leaves with a cliffhanger, and you don't produce shit with it, I might just lose absolute fullness. And especially it's DC, they kind of really need to make another movie with Batman. They kind of really
They don't
need
gotta
to.
do shit, Joe.
No,
Get the fuck out of here. They don't gotta do shit. All right, thank you, ladies and
Thank you,
gentlemen.
Joe.
Special guest Joe. Special guest Joe.
I mean, I kind of agree with him, actually. I think Riddler was the perfect first villain because he's not as popular as Joker, and like, you know, he doesn't have a lot in his arsenal, like say like a Mr. Freeze. Like he doesn't have a power. His power is like thinking he's the smartest guy in the room, you know.
Kind of is.
A lot of people are saying they want for a sequel. Actually, we'll get into sequels later toward the end. But the one scene that kind of annoyed me, I do like the actor, if they do go forward with this though, is that Joker scene. I'm like, we've seen Joker a million times on screen. Can we get away from Joker for like 5 seconds, please? Like I get
actually
it.
thought
Joker's great.
the Joker works way better in this version of Gotham than in any other version.
I agree, but like I'm just very fatigued by Joker.
No,
like,
you're
it's like
right about that.
every
though.
like every Batman iteration has one Joker, and it's just like, we get it, the Joker's cool, but like Batman has a lot of other villains and stuff.
I I mean,
that you could
clearly
draw
you don't
from.
see that, but like, are they the Joker though? No, they're not the Joker, baby. Okay, they.
The Joker,
He's right.
baby.
He's right. He's right,
true.
dude. He's right.
It's true.
Like-
We do live in a society, actually.
Yes.
Was that Joaquin Phoenix or who was that actor?
He never actually said it, but like the memes that came out of his like "we live in a society" kind of
Jared
thing.
Leto said it in the
Jared
trailer.
Leto said it in the trailer, but then like the
Not-
cowards that they were cut that out of the fucking final.
I mean, it was
Final
like
cut.
it's no director's cut. So like, Zach, why? Like,
We're getting into Zack Snyder, but
He's like, no, I don't want to touch Zack Snyder with a 10-foot fucking pole.
no, we already did a whole podcast about that. Check that out on the Sinister Sheep channel. But I liked Catwoman, and I liked Catwoman and Batman's dynamic. It's like the most comic book accurate thing where like he tells her to do one thing and she does exactly the opposite. Like when she's at the club or whatever, and like one of the waitresses or whatever is just like mentions the Russian girl that was Catwoman's friend, and then she's like, oh, does anyone want any more drinks? And then Batman's like, no, keep questioning the DEA. She's like, I'm here for my fucking friend. I'm like, that's such a Catwoman move to just like completely go in the opposite direction of the plan and just like abandon the mission halfway. She's like, fuck this, I'm getting a cab. Like that's peak Catwoman and Batwoman.
what the fuck, bitch? Like, keep talking to the DA.
Yeah.
The whole time. Yeah, I like Selena Kyle too. I didn't think her relationship with Batman escalated to a point where they should be making out, but I thought they worked really well.
I do.
Well, to be fair, when you're
I don't
working
know.
with Robert Pattinson,
'Cause
or if you're working with Zoe Kravitz,
Because
then
in early because in early stages of Catwoman and Batman, like Catwoman is, kind of like, even though Black Cat is a ripoff of her, she's like Black Cat in a way where she's infatuated with the Batman idea and that they could work together and stuff, and she like chases the thrill, and you can kind of get that from this Catwoman as well. That like, you know, I mean, it's a 3-hour movie, and I think they paced that pretty well, all things considered. Like, it'd be different if it was like a 2-hour movie or barely 2-hour movie. I'd be like, okay, but like, they spent a surprising amount of time together on screen. Like, Batman's constantly like, yo, can you like help me out? Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Well,
So,
that's where like I'm gonna disagree with you, because if we're gonna talk about a good character dynamic in which Batman constantly is asking for help, that's with Gordon.
That's true too.
They're
real
on
buddy.
screen. He is on. This is the most I've ever seen Gordon in a movie.
Right.
Like,
I would
doing
still
something.
disagree, though. I think there's definitely more if you were to break it down. Catwoman and Batman definitely spent more time than Gordon, and like it's big reveal chunks, but in the grand scheme of things, it's definitely Catwoman and Batman more. But that's another good point. Batman and Gordon are great in this movie. Like, I love how he's just like, he calls Batman man and dude. He's like, come on, man. Let's
chill out, bro. Yo, you could have punched me. Like, I love that too. Like, they were like their
That shit was
rapport
awesome.
and their like they had like quipping. They were quipping at each other in like, a natural way. Where it's like,
when he's
man,
in the
you could've-
cage and he's just like looking at him like he's arguing with him, so like the outside appearance is like him arguing, but really he's just like,
Hey, he punches
"Hey,
him. He's like,
hey
man, you can't
you
do
gotta
that.
punch me in the face.
All right, so let's figure out how to get you the fuck out of here. And then
So
he's
you're
like,
gonna punch me in
yo.
the face. You're gonna take my key. And then you're gonna walk out the door right over there.
Yeah.
Gordon, why are you pointing over there, Gordon? Gordon, what are you doing?
I'm showing this dude how to get the fuck out of here. So yeah,
I also
man,
like
he's gonna
how,
punch me in my face.
I also
Gordon,
like how
I can't hear you. You keep fucking whispering, Gordon. What the fuck?
I like how Gordon just like straight up puts like a murder victim in front of Penguin's face, like, look at it, open your eyes, and Penguin's like, what the fuck are you showing that me for? What the shit?
Yeah.
I want to say, when Batman enters the scene, the music really fucking badass.
Yes.
That really stole it from me.
I agree.
Cool,
He's just
bro.
like, edit that back in.
Everybody agrees with you, Joe. They love the music. But yeah, I just thought it was like they were like really funny. Like, bro, you could have pulled your punches. He's like, I did. It's like small stuff like that. The fucking thumb drive thing, where he's like, oh, this guy's got he's a real fucking jokester, isn't he? And Batman's like, I thought it was pretty funny. It's like stuff like that's like, yo, like they're like they're
I just want a
obviously
20-minute scene of them going back and forth. Like Batman's like, all I said it was funny, and Jim's like, that's fucking sick. And it's like, no, but it's kind of funny if you think about it. And Jim's like, I understand the joke, but it's
kind of guys. Like, come on.
Hey, listen here, dude. Wait, did you say Bruce? No. Wait, why would I say Bruce? Oh, no reason.
No reason. You're the stupid one.
You're cool, Jim. You're
Bruce Wayne? No.
I'm saying bruises. I have lots of bruises. I'm damaged.
Riddler gave me a lot of bruises in my back.
I think Catwoman's performance is really, really, really well done. Like that is a pretty good. Actually, it's like nearly perfect Selena Kyle. Like it's such her energy kind of thing. And like I just love the banter between them. Like it's so like when he's like, look up at me, she's like, yo, what's good? He's like, all right, yeah, you look good. And then he's about to hand her the earpiece, and she's just like, fucking.
You're just like, it couldn't have been me, huh? I could have been the one talking to Selena Kyle.
Bro, she in one interview, side tangent, in one interview with Robert Pattinson some off-color shit, and she's like, ooh, you're a dirty boy. And I was like, I would have fucking folded. I would have folded that minute. I would have been like,
JJ fucking sweating, dude.
Robert
Pattinson being Robert Pattinson. Oh, we damn right.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson beat that shit off like, yeah, that's cute or whatever. But I would have been like, thank you.
Yeah, dude, he's such that's what I like.
That's probably his code for like, oh yeah, I'll just shrug it off. Like that's code for like, okay, hotel room, like 2 p.m. Like it's fucking ready.
2 p.m. Jesus, 2 p.m.
Wow.
Yo, I gotta have a lot. They're like fucking from afternoon to
people got 9 to 5, Markeith.
Hey, they're fucking Hollywood stars now. Well, they were already, but like they're Hollywood stars. They don't need to like abide to anyone's time.
Yeah.
They can show up late and be like, where were you guys? Oh, we were fucking.
This is Robert Pattinson's since Twilight, like his big day, like his big budget debut again, because he's been doing just a bunch of indie movies for the last 10 years. So like for this to not only be a success, but for him to kind of come back on the quote-unquote main stage of like big blockbuster movies, because this is in many people's eyes a blockbuster. It's not like story-wise. This is how a slow burn.
This is how blockbusters should be now. Yeah, like being, a well-crafted story, well acted, with like great cinematography. I didn't even know that the dude who did the cinematography for Dune, he did this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I was just like, I was like, wow, this Batman movie has great cinematography. Who the fuck is the cinematographer? Like, I just thought it was some like other, but no, it's the dude who did Dune. I'm like, oh, okay, that fucking shows. Because like that whole scene with the flare, apparently I was reading up on it, and the lighting was like centered around that flare, where like basically like the flare was like the main focus, and like if it needed help they would adjust it, but for the most part that flare was like the entire lighting source for that scene. And it's fucking awesome, that overhead scene with the people kind of following behind him, stuff like that. That one's cool. And then the one that Markeith brought up when we were talking on the phone was in that fucking hallway. That scene was, with the guns, with the muzzles going off, and it just flashes, and you see Batman beating the shit out of those dudes. I also read up, they actually used like prosthetics and stuff like that. So Robert Pattinson is being shot at.
Wait, what?
Actually, yeah.
Wait, prosthetic? Wait, what?
Like they actually use muzzles and shit for that. So like, it's not like rubber bullets, but I forget. I only read like the first paragraph or two. No, they weren't blanks. I forget how exactly, but like force was put on Robert Pattinson or whatever.
So Robert Pattinson was shot at.
Because that's the only way.
Oh, he
the
gangster.
muscle, the lighting of the muscle
Yo, he
would have worked.
gangster.
Like they couldn't just like put lights and just flash it. That wouldn't have worked. So they had to have something like with the muscles light up realistically. So they had to use some prosthetic. I don't remember, but it was all practical apparently. Yeah, I mean, I want to see more out of and we are gonna get more out of this Batman world apparently. A little bit too much in my opinion, but just like starting right off the bat with it. But like, yeah, overall this movie is like a solid like 9 or 10 for me, like inching toward 10. With a couple nitpicks here and there with certain scenes, but like overall, like this is the best. Like I'm thinking about all, like I actually looked back at our Marvel tier list video, and like where we put stuff in S tier. So we put like Guardians in S tier, we put like Infinity War in S tier, and I forget what else we put in S tier. But I was like, no, this is basically better than Marvel's best. Like it's hand down what superhero movies should be, and I kind of hate the idea, and we're starting to see the memes of it now and stuff like that. But the fact that people actually think this, like there's no fucking setup, it's not connected to the universe, there's no post-credit scene, what the fuck is this kind of thing, and it's just like I'm perfectly fine with like quality over quantity. Like we're having, how many fucking Marvel movies do we have coming out in 2022 now? Whereas like DC's coming out with just like 4 or whatever, and like
I think
one of them is of like
more movies than Marvel this year. I think Marvel's only having Doctor.
Well,
Strange.
coming out this year is what I'm saying. Like this year, there's more. There's Doctor Strange. There's I'm trying to think. Moon Knight's coming out this month. Marvel property, like I'm trying to think. I don't even remember. I don't even care.
I think those are the only 2 that are coming out this year.
No. Markeith did the research.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's very unlike Marvel if that's what's actually happening. But like last year, when
oh
DC
shit, really?
Was that
Am I
it?
right?
Just
Oh
Moon Knight?
no. So like apparently Thor: Love and Thunder is supposed to come out this July.
No,
Oh,
it's
shit.
not. That's a lie. That's not true. They would have already shown trailers for it.
Hmm.
There's no shot that they'd overshadow Doctor Strange
No.
in May with Thor: Love and Thunder.
No, Doctor Strange is coming out. When is Doctor Strange coming out? I
It's
thought it was
May.
coming out
May.
relatively soon. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is
Hmm.
soon. It's only like 2 months.
Yeah. But my point is like if DC still wants to do the continued continuity, fine or whatever. But I would much prefer DC to just go, you know what? We're just gonna give a director a superhero and just let them fucking do whatever they want. Like that's essentially, like, I've always supported, like, let the director do whatever they fuck they want kind of thing, and let the outcome be the outcome. Like, even though Zack Snyder's version of the Justice League wasn't to our standard or whatever, it was still impressive that, like, it was just all him. And I felt like with this, it was definitely, like, DC was like, here's Batman, do whatever you want. And, like, that goes with Joker as well and everything like that. It's like, do whatever. And that's what, like, if DC's heading toward that direction, then, like, that's great. It still looks like with Black Adam, they're gonna, and Flashpoint, they're still gonna try to continue on with the universe. But as long as we get, like, separate shit, like the Suicide Squad movie, stuff like that, James Gunn's Suicide Squad, like, I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm like, all right, for the people who care about continuity, sure, have your fucking whatever. But, like, the separate continuity stuff is where it's fucking at. Like, those have been, like, top tier superhero movies than anything Marvel has kind of put out in recent years. That might be a garbage take, but that's how I feel, honestly. Like, this is great. This is gonna get superhero movies back to, like, quality instead of, like, because think about what Doctor Strange is. It's just all, like, is it really a Doctor Strange movie? It's just like, all right, we're just setting up more of the multiverse. Like, Marvel, and even with the comics, they have just been all about the event and, like, kind of zero substance kind of thing. It's like, you have to follow this event and you have to follow it through this way, where DC is allowed to kind of drift back and forth even within its events and stuff like that. Like, if you know anything about Marvel comics, you know tie-ins are, like, the worst shit in the world, and that's how I'm kind of feeling with these movies. Like, all right, but we have to touch on the fucking multiverse, like at some point, even though if it has nothing to do with the fucking movie. It's just like I don't know. I'm sick of Marvel.
I mean, we've only
That's my rant.
I'm also a very big, like, proponent to Marvel's kind of just boring now, but I also don't think they're like I don't want to compare this movie to like the rankings of like the MCU, because to me this movie reminds me more of Logan than any of the MCU movies.
Yes.
Like, if I want to compare best superhero movie, like those two are
neck and neck for me. Yeah.
The top. Those are better comparisons than the Batman versus the Guardians of the Galaxy, because they're two different stories with obviously two different stories.
I agree. I was just going for like the popular example.
There are two different tones, like all that. Like a better example, like I don't want to like knock what you're saying, because you're right.
No, go ahead.
Throwing an example.
Oh, go ahead.
But
kill me.
The Suicide Squad is a better like run for Guardians of the Galaxy's money, even though they're directed by the exact same fucking director.
Right.
Like there's like, holy shit, like Suicide Squad's like dumb fucking the Suicide Squad. Sorry, wait. Where I get murdered and talk about Suicide Squad like everyone thinks I like that one.
Will Smith.
Why didn't you say the Suicide Squad? What a dumbass. Like I think that's like this is definitely a different type of superhero movie. I still think there is a place for the MCU type movies, especially with like movies like Doctor Strange and everything, because these are the bigger events that reach a wider audience, so they obviously want to get those bigger ideas to get the money from the audience, whereas the Disney Plus shows are where they're allowing their directors, I mean they've been allowing their directors to do what they want, but at least follow within the tight narrowness of the
even if it's Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Like the thing is, like, the directors were given their opportunities to make what they wanted. Like, as far as I'm aware, like none of them have anything to do with the stories. What
about Loki?
The big events, like Loki, same
Loki
thing. Loki
broke the multiverse, and and WandaVision as well.
It's just kind of just like, yeah, but they're weird, cool stories that are different from what we've been used to as Marvel fans.
But it has to connect. You know what I mean?
I don't think
like Marvel's so attached to like everything must connect kind of thing. Like everything has to have some sort of connection and everything. And I get it. That's why the shared universe thing exists. But it makes me like force watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier just because I want to know what happens next. And what happens next is simply like, I don't know, like the evil Captain America might return. That's like all I got out of that series kind of thing. And that's, you know, like these shows and like movies or stuff. It's like, you need to know what happens. Otherwise you'll fuck you. And it's like, I don't like that approach to storytelling. Like I'm never going to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp again. I'm never going to watch WandaVision ever again.
I'm never going to Marvel. Hey, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel as well. So. Never watch it again. Never patooey. But with the Batman, I can see myself. I've already revisited it, like revisiting it over and over and over again. Whereas like these Marvel movies are just like, yep, I saw it, so I know what happened. Don't need to rewatch it. Like there's no rewatch value to them whatsoever, if you're doing like a Marvel run kind of thing.
That's your classic blockbuster, though. I feel kind of.
No,
like, as much as I hate
man,
the fucking...
should be your blockbuster from now on, but it's not because the superhero movies or the Marvel movies are that now.
That's your classic blockbuster.
That makes me want to puke.
The Batman, Dune, and I think there was one other movie somebody mentioned that I saw.
Morbius.
Yeah, definitely Morbius.
Morbius for sure.
These movies are more like
we see the
are the kids that started watching the MCU at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like all three of us. Like I'm assuming most of all
Yeah.
three of us have seen from.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I've been
Mhm.
watching since
Iron
I was
Man.
8 years old. Yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
we're now adults. It's like we're tired of that shit. But I also don't think 8-year-olds now shouldn't be getting that same
No, I'm
joy
not
of watching.
saying
Where
they should.
they're getting
Oh.
their classic Marvel blockbusters.
Uh-huh.
We're getting our Batmans and Dunes, because we've now evolved
Yeah.
beyond I kind of equate it to like how I evolved past Achievement Hunter and old PewDiePie. Like
Yeah.
I'm now with like more quote unquote mature content, but content that isn't like what a child would watch. But I also
Yeah.
don't want like those channels, those people to die off just because I don't watch them anymore.
Yeah, like
it's the same
I'm
thing
not
with
saying get rid of the MCU or like there's a place for that. I'm just saying
No,
like
that's exactly
people,
what you're saying.
people who are like comparing people who are saying like Ludwig, for example, had this awful Batman take. He's like, there wasn't quips every 5 seconds, and like. What else did he say? Oh, he's like, I would have preferred it more like a Sherlock Holmes type of thing. Like I like Batman more kind of lighthearted. I'm like, you just want you want Batman Marvel, and that's not what anyone wants, kind of thing. And I feel like
I wouldn't say
Movie-go-
nobody doesn't want that.
I don't
think
want that.
like
I don't want
you
that.
don't. But like my sister too, she
Not your
was like,
fucking
this
world,
movie's.
bro.
She's like, my sister's like, she's like, I want to see the Batman. You gotta take me. You're an asshole if you don't. And then when she saw it, she's like, oh, that's the movie? Oh, okay.
And again, like
whereas
I
like
said
she saw
before,
No Way Home and she was like, I fucking love Spider-Man. I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
all of them. And then she watched all of them and she has a bigger appreciation for Spider-Man. She's like, especially No Way Home, because now she understands all the callbacks and everything and what was going on with that movie and the feeling for why like me and my brother really like that movie. Like that's why like as much as you don't want it and we both think it's like kind of a broken record, a lot of people don't think that. And as
I'm just saying,
I love you to death, JJ. but your r/4 Marvel sucks cock like
I don't
has
think
only
it
100 members.
I just don't. Only 500 followers.
507 to be exact.
Yeah.
I looked at the
I
follower
noticed
count.
that too.
I looked at the follower count, dude.
And he was following one, so I was wondering who that was. But like, where was it going? Oh, I just don't like how people are like to criticize the Batman. They're using Marvel movies as a comparison. I'm like, you can't really do that to like demount Batman. If you want to say like, oh, Batman is doing this as opposed to like Marvel, that's fine. But they're like, it's not like this thing that I, worship to death, so it sucks. And it's like, that's not like the Rotten Tomatoes review. The Rotten Tomatoes reviews are just like another dark and gloomy Batman story with no witty dialogue. I'm like, my brain
I don't
hurts.
mean to push
And
back
these-
on you, JJ, but you
these same-
quite
but these
literally
same
did that,
people-
saying you quite literally are using this. You use that same argument when you were like, "This is better than the best of Marvel." Like you did the same thing. I don't want to push back on you. I love you, JJ, but you quite literally did the same thing.
I was just saying my appreciation of the film surpasses anything of Marvel. Again, I'll restate, like, Marvel can still exist.
JJ's like
It's-
apology video after this podcast. Jay does apology. I had lapse
That's
in
what I'm
judgment. Peter
No,
didn't call me out properly.
I will stand by the fact. I'm just saying the quality is better than
Yes.
any of the Marvel movies. The Marvel movies can still exist, and I love them to death. I'll go see
No,
the
you
next
don't.
one because I'm a brainless
No, you
machine
fucking
or
hate
whatever.
him, dude. Just say you don't.
No,
like
I
him.
don't.
I don't
hate
like
them.
them.
I'm
really
just-
had a
I
zine
hate-
called
I
Fuck
don't
Marvel.
like-
I don't
I-
know.
They are the typical popcorn movie. It's just like, I'm just gonna sit back.
Okay, for
shut off
quoting
my
in
brain.
when it comes to Scorsese, roller coaster rides. Okay, say it
Yes,
right.
there we go. It's just a roller coaster ride. It's a lot of fun, but I don't really see it as anything more than that. Whereas like the Batman is more sophisticated than anything we've seen come out of the MCU. I'm just
basically-
pointing that out. Whereas like Like, I don't want like Marvel movies to now be like the Batman. I'm perfectly fine with Marvel movies just being as they are. I've just come to accept that that's just the way.
Now,
You're
hold
telling
on,
me
though.
Moon
Now-
Knight won't be like the Batman?
I hate that they do Moon Knight. They're gonna ruin Moon Knight.
It's the only reason I brought it up, because I know you hate it.
Are you
It's the
telling-
only
They're
reason.
gonna ruin him.
Are you telling me that
He
if
hasn't
Martin
beat up werewolves
Scorsese...
since the 70s. Like, what the?
Shut up, JJ. Let Markeith speak.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Markeith.
Yeah, I get that you're kind of like in this fucking Marvel Hulk rage right now. So
I don't hate Marvel. I just
Dude,
He's
it's
not-
fine.
You-
This is the same guy. Same guy who makes fun of me. He's like, oh, Peter, you criticize Destiny, but you don't hate it? And then this motherfucker here is like, oh, I fucking think Marvel
Yeah,
has
but
a
I'm
real
not-
big
I'm
stick
not
up their ass,
addicted
but I love
You
it.
Marvel. You're
You wrote a
addicted to
zine.
Destiny clinically.
You literally wrote a zine in Dema class that the list was called "Fuck Marvel."
Of Marvel, yeah.
I don't know, like
That was my edgy face though, where I was just like,
I-
oh, fuck everything Marvel comes out of.
in
I'm
college.
not saying that. I'm just saying like I've just come
I
to
can
accept how
critique
Marvel is.
I can critique Marvel and still like it too. Almost like I fucking said with Destiny. But fuck.
No, but Destiny, you're actually addicted to it, and you would love it, like 100% of your heart.
Are
Where
you
it's like,
telling me that your hate isn't an addiction? Fuck, your hate is not an addiction. Are you telling me that's not the case?
I'm finally getting his ass. I'm finally getting you, JJ, for the Destiny talk. I destroyed you in the marketplace of
not the same.
ideas. Get destroyed, bitch.
Because
I win.
Okay, here's
My
the key
marketplace
difference.
wins.
Here's the key difference. Here's the key difference. I don't watch Marvel movies every day.
Bro, I don't got a Destiny poster behind me, but you got that Deadpool poster behind me. Don't you fucking.
I actually kind of want to replace it, Loki. It's kind of cringy. That was back in.
It is kind of.
Yeah.
Is that another
Your
one
whole-
behind you
your
though? Is that
whole
another one?
room.
Is that another one behind
that's-
you?
That's my
No,
first-
not Vampire Slayer. Not on the other side. No. There's a poster right behind your head.
Oh,
Move your head.
that-
No, move
that's,
your fucking head. Move your fucking head. That poster next to
Green
yes.
Lantern.
No.
And then that's Deadpool versus Deathstroke.
Thank you. Okay, that's what I was looking for. That's the one.
Yeah,
was just
when
looking
I bought that when I was in high school, and I thought
Deadpool
Deadpool was
versus
awesome. Cool.
Deathstroke.
No. I
Oh.
was asking what it was. 'cause
This
I don't know.
nigga
I was
cross
like,
branding. Oh god, the contamination.
but
Well,
I'm
actually,
only fucking with
Deathstroke-
you, JJ. I hope you know that.
Deathstroke came out first, and then Deadpool was a parody of Deathstroke. Technically, he was
This
a ripoff first, but then
motherfucker
they
is
turned
addicted
it
to comics.
I am.
Motherfucker
I'm a
is
huge
addicted.
nerd. Again, I've told people this on the group chat. Like, I'm just so sick of being like the top nerd. Like, no one's even like coming at me with like.
No one's at my level.
Big.
Honestly, I'm big brain on this shit. Like, no one even. It's hard being. Such
Oh
a guy
my
like
god,
me.
he
hard.
reads comic books a lot.
You see,
He's so
Marquis
fucking
gonna make
god.
fun of me. Marquis gonna make fun of me. Guaranteed. 1 month. Yo, can I so what Marvel and DC comics do you want to recommend me? Guarantee, because he knows I come with
because you
those
live
S-tier
off of this-
recommendations.
Bro, you're like
is
a
that-
drug
is that-
dealer
is
to
that
him,
it?
bro. You're like a drug dealer.
I'm
He's not
the drug
addicted.
dealer.
He's not
I got the
addicted to it,
supplies.
but you got the supply, and if he wants it, he can have it. Yes, I know I'm being a little too loud. I'm getting heated here about stupid cartoons and stupid comic shit that
That
has
mean
nothing
nothing
to
in
do
the
with
grand scheme,
reality. Like,
the
shit is actually
difference-
going on in this world where, like, actual sad shit is happening, and we're like, man, Batman is
No,
nothing
no.
like Guardians.
All right.
No, but it's like the difference between you and a drug dealer is that the drug dealer doesn't go
You go
walking
upstairs.
around saying, "I got
Upstairs,
S tier drugs." You guys want to see these S tier drugs? Do you see that guy over there? I gave Keith there the
I would-
S tier drugs. He
I
would
would
be
be
nothing without my S tier
Falcone.
drugs.
I'm basically Falcone if we want to make comparisons, but I'm not dead.
Oh, so you're gonna choke me out? Is that
Speaking of
what
which,
you're gonna
Falcone in this movie is really awesome.
I like how we kind of got
fucking
off the
terrifying.
Batman. You're like, I gotta bring it back real quick. I gotta bring it back one more time. Like, bro,
Uh,
I actually want to go on that conversation though about because you brought it up earlier. What your thoughts are on future the Batman movies?
oh fuck!
What?
My recording stopped at like 20 minutes.
Or-
Fucker. You fucking piece of shit.
It like my mic must have fucking. Are you recording my audio on OBS?
Yes, I record audio all the time, but I don't have it separate from Markeith's audio.
That's.
Because I can't do that.
Yeah.
Sinister, chill, dude.
How the fuck did that happen?
It's fine. It's fine. Your audio is usually very clear. On
yeah.
The mix.
So you just have to use the OBS recording then.
Yeah. Because I have to cut out all of Markeith's audio.
Yeah. Shit. I'm sorry. I should have been paying more attention.
Wow, JJ, you're
too busy.
You're too busy. You're too busy being
a Marvel hater.
Yeah,
your hate addiction made you blind to the recording.
It's whatever. It's fine. But
okay,
let's bring it back.
Yeah, let's bring it back.
My last question that I want to leave us off on with this, because your boy does have early mornings here. What is you said that there are more of the Batman movies coming out. What are your hopes? What do you wish they don't do? Quick stuff.
So right now what's confirmed is there's going to be a GCPD show with Jim Gordon as the main lead. Basically that's Batman Year 1 in this universe. I like that concept. That's great. Then they're going to do an Arkham series, but like he has the Riddler and Joker in there, and that's about it. Unless if this is after this movie, which I, wait on that one, I would say. And then the other one is a Penguin, his rise to power. I feel like that's fine for like max 4 to 5 episodes. Like you don't need a whole 10 episode series on that. Like make it like even shorter than Peacemaker, honestly. Like make it short. But like the one I would pick out of all these would be the GCPD one, because that's like it could be a better Gotham, basically. What Gotham was trying to do with its concept and then just fell flat on its face because they're like, oh yeah, we're on the fucking CW or Fox or whatever, so we can't do this shit. Whereas all these are going to HBO Max, so they can actually be a little bit more mature and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what's coming up. What I would like to see Court of Owls at some point, not necessarily the next movie, but maybe the third movie in with a more experienced Batman. That's what I would really want to see. As opposed to the next movie, I think there's some illusions that it might be Mr. Freeze. So that would be cool too. I'm not a huge Mr. Freeze guy, so I mean that's fine if they want to go that direction. But yeah, that's me.
Markeith, you have any ideas?
I just want to see more Robert Pattinson. And
Yo,
I just
Markeith.
want to see more Zoe Kravitz.
Markeith, did you like the scene where Robert Pattinson had his shirt off?
Yes.
In a group chat with these guys, I was like, man, there should have been more definition, more ab definition. It was just like dad bod, and I was like, I don't know. I want to see Robert Pattinson more sexy. But that was just me.
I think we'll see more of that.
Okay.
In the next movie.
I hope so too. Too. I just had one idea, just because I was like, kind of thinking about it now, and based on how the universe is, I think a Court of Owls thing would be a lot more interesting. Something like that, or like a Ra's al Ghul thing, because of how this like the way Gotham works, and now that there's like this funnel of power, which works for like the Penguin thing, and I think new organizations coming in would be kind of cool. That want to do a power grab at Gotham would be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
In this universe specifically.
I feel like this universe, though, didn't he say he wants to be a little bit more realistic kind of thing? And Ra's al Ghul opens immortality and stuff like that. But, like, I don't know. It depends on where he wants to go with it. I mean, even Mr. Freeze, it's like,
I was going to say,
get
like,
freezing
Freeze
power.
Like, yeah. Well, it's kind of silly there,
so
too.
I guess. Yeah.
I wouldn't consider this movie quote unquote serious though. Like in a certain aspect. I don't want to say like it's not like it's goofy and funny. It's like comic book seriousness, where the idea is like this guy is trying to solve a crime by solving riddles, and it's like it's kind of silly. And there's a dude walking around called the Penguin, like. Like it's
and he
not,
works at the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah, it's like this movie is serious in its tone and it has very dark, but it's also very like comic booky dark. Yeah, where it's like it's enjoyable to watch. Like whereas like Nolan movies are a lot more just like this is what Batman would be like in real life.
In the real world. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's my closing thoughts. Honestly, do you guys have any closing thoughts you wanna express to the audience?
S tier movie, neck and neck with Logan as one of the best. It might just be recency bias. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind later. But as of right now, this is like a great superhero movie that everyone should watch. It made $128 million in the box office, so it's doing good. And yeah, I mean it's really fucking good.
Yo, just straight up right now, if you go into any movie theater with your flashlight on, or you do like that text, or you have
Markeith,
that notification.
Markeith checked out a while ago. He's still on the flashlight. He's just been simmering over it ever since.
If you still have like that text that text thing where if you get a text message and your flashlight goes off, I want you to just jump off a cliff, and I hope Batman doesn't save you. Like
I hope he chooses not to.
Yeah, I hope he chooses not to save you.
So he didn't kill you. He just chose to not save you.
Exactly.
He just chose to look the other way. He chose to look the other way.
Yes.
He was looking at his phone at the time. He was looking at TikToks. He can't blame him.
He could have saved you, but he did the moral choice of not saving you. So think about where you're gone in your life decisions, where Batman could have saved you, but he decided just to fly away. So
he doesn't fly. He glides actually.
Okay, well last time I checked, it's a fucking bat. So he flew away, you dumbass.
When he fucking ate shit, dude, that was the funniest fucking scene.
That whole outfit was funny.
Just
like I get where they were going.
I'm not getting a concussion from that. How is he?
Oh, it's like the flying squirrel
Batman.
outfit, but like it looked a little goofy. But that's all right. Oh yeah, that like how'd you feel about that like GoPro where his face is just like
okay. Yeah, if there was only one nitpick I have, it was probably those shots.
Yeah.
It was like that fucking in his face, no headroom, just like like
wait, what's the GoPro of him flying?
Yeah, the
down?
GoPro just flying. That's like literally like my only nitpick for like a shot wise. I'm like, y'all could have done better. Like it's like it was cool with the grappling hook one, like that was cool, but then the gliding down just and like his teeth are just kind of showing, and then
looks
it's
like a fucking Red Bull commercial. Like...
Glide in
shit at the end.
Glide in with the new Batman Red Bull. It tastes like Bruce Wayne's
and then
tears.
Nicolas Cage is playing again. Not Nicolas Cage. What the fuck? The guy looks like Nicolas Cage. The guys who sing Photograph.
Nickelback?
Yeah, Nickelback. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Called back to the Batman Begins trailer.
I'm about to say Nicolas.
Oh my god, that trailer's great.
I'm about to say Nicolas Cage was Batman. Did I miss something? Like,
did you guys get the commercial for the Nicolas Cage movie?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Where Nicolas Cage is playing himself and has to like solve like a CIA crime.
It's so fucking
stupid.
No, it's so stupid, but I really want to watch it.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
See, I've never been a Nick Cage fan, so like, I'm not like the like.
Yeah, I get it, Jack. You
like,
don't like fun.
Like...
We've been through this.
I get it. You want more sad, depressing movies like the Batman.
Yes,
and less fun movies like Captain Marvel.
Exactly.
Like, we get it.
I'm gonna be really concerned for your health if A24 decides to make a superhero movie Like,
Bro,
God,
we'll
he's
go ape shit.
that room you see in there will be flooded with his cum. He's gonna just do it. He will
Bro,
be
you
orgasming every second.
put a black light in here. It's fucking the Sistine Chapel.
stop.
You know.
Please stop. Please stop. Please stop talking.
Anyways, on that note,
Mm.
on that note, I think it's time to put an end to the spot or show pocket. What is this? I don't know. Review.
No, it's garbage
hate
takes.
porn.
It's garbage takes. Let's
Your
just
hate
call it
porn.
that.
Garbage takes.
It's been real, guys. I've been one of the co-hosts, Pietro. Obviously, you
I'm-
got the Markeith, please.
I'm co-host 1, Markeith Black.
All right, I know the hierarchy.
I
I'm
guess
co-host
I
two.
am Jack, the main character.
Well, I'm co-host.
The
1.
main
Right. So
character.
that I would be host.
This
That means.
motherfucker.
No,
I wouldn't be
no.
co-host. I'd be host.
This motherfucker really called himself the main character. He could have just called himself just like the host.
I'm the main.
Motherfucker's ego
I'm the
is
main-
so big, bro.
I am the main
Who do you think
protagonist
you are,
of every
Paul
hentai.
Atreides? Like,
Yeah, Paul Atreides, dude.
okay,
I am Paul Atreides. I'm Lado, actually. I'm a giant worm. Anyways, but yeah. So Sister Sheep is my YouTube channel. Right now, you're on the Black Hudson YouTube channel. Please make sure to check out. We didn't ask for this. We have a Kanye ranked video that it'll be up tomorrow by the time of this recording.
It's an 8.
And we didn't ask for this. It's a comedy podcast with me and Markeith, and then sometimes we rank albums. We do whatever the fuck we want. And then we have Anime and the Rocks on this channel, where it's me and Peter. We drink, we talk anime and manga. That's the whole thing. And Sister Sheep, my channel, which I'm doing whatever I'm doing there. Yeah.
Are you done?
All right, now that
Ooh, I made
Sinister
it.
Shill is done with his shilling,
And he's also polluting the
yeah.
earth.
I saw
No,
that. Yeah,
I
we
threw
saw
it in the
that, we saw
garbage.
that.
I
We
threw it
saw
in the
that.
garbage.
What garbage is?
You're
We
supposed
can't
to-
see that. We just threw it at the fucking wall.
Listen, you got it. Actually, I threw it at the wall and then it bounced into the garbage can.
It bounced into the floor. You
So-
dirty fuck.
All I'm saying is, I am the shadow. That's all I gotta say.
I am the shit.
I'm a
No.
nocturnal animal. Call me Jake Gyllenhaal.
Call you Jake Gyllenhaal. All right,
Nocturnal animals.
Markeith, you got anything you want to plug in before I fucking cut this and post?
No, I'm all good.
Okay. Save
Free
here.
me.
I'm save here. Just check me out at Pietro and We Sell Dirt. You know what's up. No, Offline Studios. Sorry, Offline Studios. So, thank you guys for watching. It's been real. You guys should check out the Batman that I believe is our recommendation from all three of us. And yeah, have a good night, everybody.
The reason why Peter's offline
Fuck
studios is
you.
because he's too
Fuck
busy
off.
playing Destiny.